All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Bakar coming back here with another lesson. And before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rahara Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us real well. Also, I want to give another double honor to my elder, Harwan Biyasha, out of the Lions Den Camp here located in Jacksonville, Florida. And today's lesson, I'm going to be going into how people left the light to fulfill the darkness. All right, because we got a lot of people in this time leaving the light to fulfill the darkness, which lights are we talking about? The light that Yahweh Shem Shah had put upon you at once, but then he took it away from you because you wasn't doing the things that you were supposed to be doing. All right. So this is John chapter 11 verse 10. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. Right. So if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth. Okay, what do you do? What do you do when it's completely dark in your room, right? And the light is not on. Right, you're going to be walking, trying to feel, try to touch everything, making sure you don't trip over nothing at all. Right, that's how we're walking in this world right now. Okay, because we got to constantly have that light on us. That's why we pray, we beg Yahweh Shem Yahshua to keep the light upon us. You know, because you don't want everything to go black at once. You know, because when everything go black, you're not gonna know where to go. You're not gonna know direction to go. You can't even see the direction when everything go black. So that's why we gotta constantly stay focused in this truth and do the things that we need to be doing, so that light won't just turn off on us all of a sudden. You know. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion hath light with darkness? Right. So if you got this one person that's in the darkness and could dwell in the darkness and don't want to come to the light, and you got another person with light on him that's constantly standing in the light, doing the things that he need to do to please Yahweh Shem Yahshua, you know, the light and darkness, it doesn't comprehend, right? Because you got one person that's sleeping under the cover and that never wants the light on, always want to be in darkness, and you got the one person that want to turn the light on so he can see. So that's why it says don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, because unbelievers that will try their best to drag you out of that light, to pull them under the cover with you, to pull you under the cover with them, so you can be in that same darkness and dwell in the darkness with them, right? And that's when this world also. So we gotta stay strong and not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, because they're gonna try their best to turn your light off and put your candle out. You know. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right. Wrestle against Salakia. We wrestle against the darkness of this world. What's the darkness of this world? You know, the evil, the ones that's calling evil good and good evil, you know, and so on and so forth, man. All right, we wrestle for God. That's about it. I ain't finna go no further. This is Psalms chapter 18 and verse 28. For thou wilt light my candle, the Lord my Yahweh will enlighten my darkness. Right, for thou wilt light my candle, right, and enlighten my darkness. So if you in the room, right, that's why, well, I'm gonna say it like this. If you in this world, right, and you got the light on you, and you at first you're walking the darkness, and the Lord lighten your candle, and he start building you up to that man that you need to be, all right? So God will enlighten my darkness, right? So if you in that dark room and everybody else in that dark room, and you the only one that got the light on you, and Yahweh Shem Shah use you just to light that whole room up with light. You know, you can use that light that you have received from Yahweh Shem Shah, and help other people light their candle. You know, that's the main thing that we're supposed to do in this truth. We're supposed to help each other out. Reach one, teach one. You know, if I said that correctly. Right? So if Yahweh light your candle, you know, you constantly supposed to let your candle be lit. It's supposed to be on fire. You know, what do lighter fluid do when you put it on a bonfire? You know, if the light of the bonfire is going out and you put that lighter fluid on it, hey man, that shit is gonna spark up like hell. It's gonna spark up, and you're gonna feel the heat even though when you're not close to it. That's how you gotta look at yourself in this truth. If you feel your light is dimming out, you know, go ahead, put that lighter fluid on it. What can be used as that lighter fluid? You know, going in the scriptures, reading, you know, study to show yourself approved, examining yourself, fasting. You know, that can be that lighter fluid added with that on your spirit. You know, to turn on that, to crank up that light a little bit more. All right, and make that darkness go away a lot faster. This is 1 John chapter 1 and 6. If ye say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth. All right, so because you can't walk in darkness and do the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because at the end of the day, if you walk in darkness, you're fulfilling the things of the flesh. You know, you're not fulfilling the things of the spirit, for the spirit, you know. Because if you always walk on the light, you'll be doing the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua told you to do, you know, following after his footsteps, you know, not doing the things of this world. Doing the things of this world, you in completely darkness, you in wickedness, you know. Your whole spirit is polluted, man. All right? At once, everybody's spirit was polluted. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua chose them certain ones to get drugging out of that darkness and put them in the light, in the glorious light. You know? And there's still a lot more going on, you know. But the window is closing, man. The window is closing, so that's why it's a dangerous game to get sifted out of this truth right now, man. Because all this stuff is popping off right now. You know, you see rumors of wars. You know, China just ditched the U.S. dollar. You know, the damn near ports finna start closing soon. Hyperinflation finna come. You know, all we get our goods from China. You know, China already said they can live without us. They already did it before. They can do it again. But hey, man, it's a time to crank up that fire, man. Turn on that light. Put that lighter fluid on that bonfire. That's what I'm gonna say, man. Put that lighter fluid on that bonfire, man. Let's go ahead and crank up the heat, man. All right. Without that saying, Yahweh Rakazada's lesson was edifying. And without that saying, I'm gonna call on Allah. Allah now with Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, or Harakakadash. Shalom.